Welcome back to Speak American. I'm your host, Austin, and this is a project designed to help non-native English speakers just like you better understand the slang and phrases used by American English speakers like me. So first on the list we have burned out. Now, to be burned out or to become burnt out is to become mentally or physically exhausted, completely drained of energy from working too much, from studying too much. Now, you could use it in a sentence like this. Yeah, by the time final exams are finished at university, I'm completely burned out and I'm very much looking forward to the holiday to recharge. You can be burned out from things, especially something if you do it repeatedly. For example, no more street food for me this week, guys. I am completely burned out from only eating pizza and kebab. You can be burned out from going to the club too often. You can be burned out from your job at the Match Factory. You can be burned out from sitting and watching your boyfriend play Fortnite for 6 hours at a time. Furthermore, you might hear someone being referred to as being a burnout, which has a slightly different meaning, and this is someone who might have been on track to having success in their life in some shape or form, but now for whatever reason they really don't do much at all. Some of the cool kids in your high school who are a little too cool for school, it's possible they ended up as burnouts. Our next phrase is to grab a bite to eat. Now, to grab a bite to eat is another way of saying to get something to eat or to go get food. I heard that they're not providing any food at the Jeff Dahmer party, so I'm just gonna grab a bite to eat on the way. You could also just say grab a bite and drop the to eat part, such as like grabbing a quick bite or going to your favorite pizza place for a bite. There's a whole world of possibilities here. So next up is happy camper. Camper as in someone who is camping. And to be a happy camper means to just be happy and to be in a good mood. However, you'll more likely hear it with a not tacked onto the front to describe someone who is upset, visually miserable, and just overall not in a good mood. When it started raining on our hike, Sarah, who didn't want to go hiking in the first place, was not a happy camper, and she made angry faces at everyone and just complained for the rest of the journey. Quick side note, 4-year-olds on long car rides who are both tired and uncomfortable and completely out of teddygrams are universally considered to be the least happy campers on the planet and should be avoided at all costs. Moving on, we have awash. Now, something is awash if it had potential to be good or productive, but in the end, it turns out to be a waste of time or a worthless effort, often talked about in terms of like plans or events. I had plans to finish my essay yesterday, but instead I just watched dog videos on Instagram for 8 hours, and the whole day was just pretty much a wash. Last but not least, to have a heart-to-heart. To have a heart-to-heart is to have a deep, meaningful, sometimes emotional conversation with someone where you share details about your life, your feelings on various topics, and in my opinion, it marks a transition into really getting to know someone. You can have a heart-to-heart with practically anyone. It could be a stranger that you meet on the bus. It could be your closest friends, your girlfriend, your closest friend's girlfriend, maybe a bottle of wine, some candles, a poorly timed butt dial, followed by the end of a 14-year friendship, and a logistical oversight that leads you into a future where you just never seem to pack enough teddygrams. There's just never enough. Heart-to-heart can also be used more ironically for if you get into an argument with someone, you get into a fight, or you have a serious confrontational conversation with someone. Bethany and I had to have a little heart-to-heart after I discovered that she stole my paper and turned it in as her own work. The things that happen in Intro to Autobiographical Writing, man, unbelievable. Well, folks, that's a wrap for this video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thoughts, comments, future phrases that you'd like to hear, write them down below. Yeah, so see you around.